Warning, this podcast contains dingleberries.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for The Walking Dead episode 12, not tomorrow yet. Right? Yeah. Season 6, episode 12. Did I say that properly? I don't know. I don't care. I'm your host, Clio, and with me I have John. That way.
Hello.
And Dom.
How's it going?
That way.
I'm the easy
Good.
one to point
How are
to.
you? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're... yeah. Sorry, the Dingleberry comment threw me off.
Dingleberries throw a lot of people off.
I appreciate that Chris Hardwick has started calling them Abraham. No, wait, is it Abrahamlet? the things that Abraham says, he's been starting to refer to them as Abrahamlet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it was apt. Because I would just be calling them Abrahamisms, but Abrahamlet sounds funnier.
I like it.
What was his comment about the Dingleberries? I actually forgot.
It's something along the lines of what do you know what color a dingleberry is, or?
Dingleberries are brown. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that was okay. So while we're there, I you know, Abraham did not handle that well, like an adult, at all.
No.
Nope, he did not handle that breakup. It's just like, I'm leaving. That's it.
I thought you were the last woman on Earth, and you're not.
So fucked up.
That's so mean.
And it's like, dude, not right.
It's not even left.
I don't know, man. I've been like trying to wrap my head around that whole scene. It's just like, it's really fucked up. That's all there is.
We knew he wasn't going to be good at this. I mean, that was kind of a given.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know. Maybe I held hope. I had hope that he would handle it with tact. Although I'm pretty sure the Bisquick comment probably should have solidified that it was not going to be handled with tact.
No.
Oh, God. But we got a lot of stuff, like, inside Alexandria. Some, like, you know, home sort of stuff. A lot from Carol. And
Yeah,
I really... Yeah. She's been baking cookies.
I was like, what the hell is going on at the beginning of this episode? Like...
That music, I was sitting there like... Uh-huh.
I was like, is this a flashback? Like, what are we seeing?
Yeah, no, it was domestic Carol, was what we were saying.
And, you know, she apparently knows how to get blood out of a blouse.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, it's stuff you learn in the zombie apocalypse when you have an actual laundry machine.
Yeah. What kind of cookies was she making?
Beet, acorn, something else.
It was acorns, beets, and, you know,
What was the
normal
other?
shit.
She grabbed another can off the shelf, and I forgot what. Water chestnuts?
It might have been.
I don't remember.
No.
But the beets gave it the sweetness instead of using sugar.
Cleo, you're the baker of the three of us.
Uh-huh.
Is this something that could be done?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it something that we'd want to eat?
She used... I mean, because she probably just used the nuts for the flour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There has to be a third ingredient. Like, I guess maybe she used applesauce again, but remember she made applesauce cookies? But I don't know what the liquid would have been. Like, the beets were acting as the sugar, and the nuts were acting as the flour, but I don't know what else she used to, like, make them all stick together. So I'm not sure.
They would be interesting. If you were, I'm not saying you would, Cleo, but if you were to bake them, I would try them.
Well, here's the thing. When Carol made the applesauce cookies, there were like fans who made recipes.
Mm-hmm.
Like Carol's applesauce cookies. I bet if they're not already on the internet, someone's gonna do it soon of Carol's beaten, acorn cookies.
Yeah.
Which I would totally make if someone had a recipe.
And then if you do, you can give them to a guy in flannel who's sitting on his porch.
These are the
A
best.
cigarette.
These are the
Kiss for some
best
reason.
beet and acorn cookies that I've ever had.
She's like, "You messing with me?"
Like the banter between them was great.
Oh my god, amazing.
But what was up with the cookie that she left on the grave? I didn't understand.
That was Sam,
Guilt.
the kid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She,
The unholy specter of guilt.
yeah, she feels like super guilty. Although there's no way for her to know for sure that the reason he freaked out and lost it was because of what she said. I'm
It
sure
is
she.
ostensibly her fault.
No, I know, but there's no way of her actually, like, we know for certain. There's no way for her to actually know for certain, but that's how she feels.
Right.
And her feeling is correct. She's a monster.
Leave Carol alone. I mean, obviously
No.
she's struggling with it.
What?
No.
Carol.
No, I won't.
Cleo's gonna defend Carol until the end of
I
time.
will.
She
All
was
right,
an
I
but
don't
take
agree
her.
with some of the things she did this episode, but I will defend Carol. She did a bunch of fucked up stuff. I'm not saying
Look
she
at the
didn't.
flowers.
Just look at
I'm
them.
not saying she didn't,
They're pretty, aren't they?
and she knows it.
Just lean in and smell them.
She knows it because she's starting to keep tally. I think what Morgan said earlier this season sat with her.
Well, it's also that that there's been 2 months of nothing, so they've been able
there's-
to stop and think for a minute.
Yeah.
Thinking leads to, reflecting, and reflecting leads to self-realization.
Can I just say, and I know we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, I was shocked that there was no casualties from the team this episode.
Yeah.
Shocked.
You wanna know why?
Why?
They're saving it. They're saving it for the moment that's just gonna break us.
Of course they are.
Of course they are. No, yeah, you're completely right. But before we get to that, I was gonna say something else about Carol. That I'm sure she would have come to this point of tallying and regretting the things she's done, but I think Morgan really gave her that push in that direction.
Yeah. Well, you see when Rick rode into town on his white horse or white RV.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's like he's the everybody else. He's just like, I'll explain when we get there. Carol asks him, and he's like, we're gonna have to fight. And Carol's got this look that I don't know if it was just me, but I almost saw like a smile curling in the corner of her mouth. Like
Murder.
I don't know. I don't know because I don't think she's looking at killing in the same way anymore.
Well, I don't know if it was necessarily killing. I think it was just
Action.
the routine, the daily mundane routine that she's been in, day out, making cookies and this, and then she hasn't seen any kind of action whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think she's grown to like it, what she does every day, the mundane stuff. Because you saw when she was picking the acorns and she had to deal with the walker, she was like, God damn it. Like, her face was just like, shit, come on. I was having fun picking acorns.
I think it was more of,
Nice deed.
fuck, I got all this blood all over me. How am I going to get this out?
Well, that too. But I can't help but think that them showing us all of these things in Alexandria is just like, here's all the happy things that we're gonna take away from you soon.
Could be.
I especially got that feeling with Tara and Denise, because Tara was like, I love you. And then Denise was like, oh, yeah, I'll say it when you get back. And I'm like, no! You don't understand.
One
She
of
might never
you
come
is
back.
gonna die.
She might never come back.
I mean, she looks like she's in an okay place right now.
Tara?
Yeah.
Well, her and Heath went off on their own. Which, I mean,
That's what
given what's happening, might not be so safe.
Yeah. It's safer than Carol and Maggie right now, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know, funny enough, the actor who plays Tara was super pregnant during this whole episode.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was saying she ran across the field with like her prego belly, and I was like, wow.
That's impressive.
It's very impressive.
Yeah.
That's why she was wearing a hoodie the entire time, which she's never worn before.
Yeah.
Ah.
Makes sense. A lot of keeping your hands in your pockets. They said that they were like very like placementing like things in her path, so like she'd be obscured and stuff like that. And all I was thinking of when they were saying that on The Walking Dead was that scene from Austin Powers with the fruit and you know, like so that's all I was thinking when they were saying that. Like that's just running through my head, and I was like, I need to go back and see if there's anything like obvious like that when you're in the know, you know?
It's like a watermelon just sitting on the counter. Come on, really?
But what I really liked about all of that was she had the like sort of confessional with Father Gabriel and Jesus, which was like a really nice, cute,
nice combo.
Little... Yeah, exactly.
The Jesus Father Gabriel tag team.
Yeah. But it was just like a very cute little scene.
But it's like...
Because she was clearly asking Father Gabriel for the advice. But then Jesus just sort of like slips in his advice.
Yeah. Like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. Jesus like slips in his advice, and she's like, yeah.
Thanks, Jesus.
Thanks, Jesus. I super loved when they, you know, heard the alarm go off, and the three of them like ran up to the gate, took out some dudes, and then Jesus was like, I'll get in there and save them. And Tara's like, how? They'll see you. And he's like, no, they won't. He puts up his mask. He just goes like it's because Jesus is a ninja.
Whoosh.
See, this is that was another thing. Is like, there's another fake Glenn death right there. You know, they did it to us again.
Every fucking time I have a heart attack.
Did it to us again. If it wasn't for Jesus, he'd be dead.
Again.
Jesus saves.
Yeah. No, you're right. He just... And it's just so ominous when he shoots the guy and he's like, this is the next world. And I'm like, what? Jesus, what are you talking about? What do you think he was talking about?
Father Gabriel was talking about.
What?
I don't know what Father Gabriel was talking about.
Well, he was quoting the Bible.
He was definitely...
was some fucking Pulp Fiction shit. It was amazing.
It was like Boondock Saints.
Yeah. That's true. It was Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
But he was quoting the Bible. He was giving this man the reason why a priest is shooting him.
I know what he was doing, and it was the most badass thing he's ever done.
It 100% was. Like, I was like, oh my god, if this is Father Gabriel from here on out, he's my new favorite character.
So into this.
Yeah.
Sign me up. Because he said he's like a warrior priest now. It's like, this is his...
I mean, look at the comparison from this episode to the first episode we met him on the rock, like, climbing for his life. I didn't think he was going to last, to be completely honest.
Cool.
I did not think he was going to last as long as he has.
And it's really interesting because Gabriel's come to a place where he's not so afraid anymore, and he's like not sniveling really. He wants to contribute, and he knows what he has to do, and he's been shown, and he seems to be a team player now, which is great.
Yep.
I was really surprised because we talked last week. I thought Gabriel would be on Morgan's side, and nobody was on Morgan's side. Not one person. Even Aaron stood up and was like, no.
Well, I mean, the actor said, you know, Aaron still feels bad about the wolves getting, and he accepts the blame for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going to do anything to, like, defend the town.
Of course, yeah.
But sorry, we skipped over what you were saying before about Jesus. Why he was saying, like, this is the world now.
Oh,
it's because they were killing people in their sleep, and it was a slaughtering grounds.
Yeah. That's such a like different attitude from 2 episodes ago. The title that was, the title of the episode was The Next World, and he was sort of like saying the next world is us trading and being in this. But now he's saying like, is this the next world? Is us just murdering dudes the next world?
Mm-hmm.
He's got knives.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just, that was a weird sentence for me. It's like, now this is what the next world is? Make up your mind.
It's Jesus. He created the world, in a way.
No, God. Well, yeah, I guess.
The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. God's all of it. So,
Yes.
in a way, Jesus created
Right.
the world.
This Jesus created the world. Paul Rubio created the world.
It's like, what's that like, famous quote from Bill Cosby? When the skit where... No, not that one.
Splitting pops.
The one where he's talking about his kid and he's like, I brought you in this world and I can take you out of it.
And then the son's like,
Was that his line?
Bill Cosby did that in a stand-up sketch so long ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was one of the first, if not the first.
Yeah. But like they just go in and they wreck face. Wait, we have to talk about the guards out front.
Okay.
Smelly dipshit.
Fucking assholes who... Okay, there's cursing. I understand. I curse like a sailor. I get it. Listen, cursing's fun. But these guys were just like every other word, and I'm like, dude, there gets to a point where your curses mean absolutely nothing.
You're not cool anymore.
Yeah, my dad was watching Deadwood, and there's a character in that show who curses like that, and I sat down and watched it. I was like, oh, I'm fine. I'm good with the amount of cursing, but then it just made him sound like an idiot, and I'm like,
well, we were, me and a couple of my friends, we were at a pet store this couple, what was it, Saturday? I don't know. I think it was Saturday. We were at pet store and we were talking about birds, and this other customer comes in and we're just chatting. We're sitting over like a parakeet like container, like trying to grab the parrots in the thing, and we're sitting there talking about the birds, and she said that she adopted a gray hyacinth macaw, whatever, and the lady who had it before was an elderly lady, and the bird says fucker all the time, and it'd be like the doorbell would ring and the bird would literally be like, who's there, fucker? Like
you know what, it's really funny, I find that with gray macaws most.
Yeah, so it's just like
they like to curse more than most
she's,
birds that can mimic.
She's like explaining the story, and I'm just like sitting there laughing, and she'd be like, yeah, I'd ordered pizza, and the doorbell would ring, and as soon as you open the door, and be like, who's that, fucker? It's like, you gotta excuse the bird. But it's just like, you know, for someone coming in and out of the house like that, or if you own it, it gets old quickly, so I would understand that. For me, I'd laugh at it forever, but that's only because it's a bird. If it was a person doing it, there's no way. You know?
Jim.
No, these guys were, it's like, they cursed like they were teenage boys on Halo Live, you know? It's like, calm down. You're
not even Halo. I won't even give him Halo. Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, alright, okay.
Yeah, Halo's
CS:GO.
insulting to Halo. No, CS:GO, Jesus Christ, they're a refined group.
Sure. Yeah, no. I'm like, and I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, oh my god, if this is a window into how Negan talks, I'm just gonna want to punch him in the face.
It is a glaring hellscape into how Negan talks. I had to reshoot his scene because he cursed too much.
And that's something I also thought. I was like, because they weren't just saying like normal curses, like they were weird amalgamations of curses. I'm like, this is how you get around censors, people.
Dick farts. It's like,
yeah, it's like they have literally chests ripping open in the show, and you can't say fuck. I mean, you really gotta look at
they're just like, ow, 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 ow,
ow, ow.
Only I was a sentient patch of haze. You know, I think we should probably just talk about this fucking raid.
Yes. Oh, I was getting to
Pussyfooting
that.
around it.
It was so like
Well, we were
tactical.
talking about this stuff.
It
We were
was
talking about the stuff around it.
yeah, it was so tactical. Like the way they like crept in on these two guards. I'm like, what? Just what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, and
They
I like
ruined their day.
yeah, Ross Marchin, who plays Aaron. Marcon. I'm sorry. Who was on The Talking Dead said that he thinks during the downtime, the people in the group with military and police training sort of showed them how to move like that.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a really great explanation.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, it's sort of like it's not even just that there was army and you know military training in the group, but that's sort of how the group functioned before they met Aaron. Like the whole thing, them going through the woods and it's just silence. Like they didn't need to say anything to each other.
Right.
And it's like we're getting the Alexandrians in on that now, where it's just sort of like the silent communication.
Just drill.
Yeah.
So that becomes second nature.
Yeah. And I mean, we get Glenn killing a dude. That was
sleep.
hard to watch.
They said this on Talking Dead. It's just like, why didn't they do any reconnaissance work and like try to find out what the hell is going on? Because I'm sitting there going, when Rick first killed the first guy and Glenn's killing him, I go, how do we even know that these are the bad people? Like,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, granted, the first two guys at the door were dicks, but how do we know that everybody else in that place weren't prisoners? I mean, we found out when the alarm went off and they started shooting, but I mean, before that point, like, you don't know who's locked up. They're all indoors, like, you know?
Well, we don't ask those kinds of questions, silly. We just insert the knife into the temple and move on.
Well, I think... And
what is this pacifism nonsense?
Reconnaissance, and I think this is part of, I mean... Maybe a little short-sighted of Rick's plan, but I think reconnaissance brings the danger of getting found out and losing the element of surprise.
Just let Daryl and Carol do it.
My thing is, like, what reconnaissance? Like, where there was no windows.
Yeah, no windows, no nothing. There was one door.
Yeah. There was nothing to see.
We found out there was a second door.
There are two doors.
The guy busted through with the
motorcycle.
And a fucking grow house.
Yeah, it
need that.
I mean, yeah. But I think it increased the risk of being found and losing your element of surprise. But here's the thing, because the problem I think there was you get going through all these guys. And as they're going through it, I start to think, he's not here. And at the end, Michonne was like, which one was Negan? Hold on, did we even do what we came here to do? And I was like, yeah, wait, where's Negan?
I knew Negan wasn't going to be here yet.
No, I mean, I know. I know.
It's clearly the first of smaller settlements. Like, this might be the smallest settlement that the Saviors have.
And as they go through, and as it goes through, it's more and more like, what, we did not think this through at all. And then of course, you know, people get captured because
we have a Carol and a Maggie here.
Yeah.
Like, where was this lady on the walkie-talkie? Like, where the fuck was she?
They were right outside the fence.
Okay.
Where, because Maggie and Carol were at the top of the road, which was right next to the fence.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they kind of showed it in the preview for next week's episode, but they're hidden in the trees, just, like, Rick and them can't see Carol and you know, that group that's got them.
Mm-hmm.
But they can see Rick.
Right. I was like, are they looking through, like, security cameras, or, like, what are they doing?
They've got goggles.
Gotcha.
Binoculars. But yeah, listen, I'm scared. Because, obviously, Carol is like, baby, why are you here?
Mm.
And Maggie's, Maggie feels
I
responsible.
belong here.
It's her duty. And I think Carol's projecting a lot onto Maggie. But
Oh,
their
shit.
argument is probably the reason they got caught.
Well, maybe, but I think. Well, I also wanted to mention that I think her conversation with Flannel, what's his name?
I don't know Flannel's name.
We're gonna call him Buck Tucklefuck.
Okay.
Rhymes.
All right. Buck.
I think, him saying, like, you're a mom, I think that impacted her more than she thinks because, she's a lot of things, but she doesn't think she's a mom anymore. And she's like, well, I'm not a mom. She's a mom. And moms are supposed to do this and this and this. And if that's true, then, that's what Maggie has to do. So.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So, like, I kind of see it as also sort of a cautionary tale because, like, if you lose your child, you will never be the same because I wasn't. So, there's partly that. But
Yeah.
The wrong time to do it.
to wrap this around,
Yeah.
I think they're going to be fine because Carol's already acting again. You saw, like, in the preview, she was, like, acting all scared and, like, having been like, oh, golly, oh, woe is Carol. Carol's not good at things. And then she's going to, like, turn around and fucking murder them with, I don't know, a Stilson wrench that she found in a tree.
You mean a twig off of the tree that they're standing next to?
Just, like, ram it in the nostril and, like, that guy's dead.
And we've seen that work. And it has worked.
Yeah.
We know it works.
And it's going to work again.
I don't know. This is a whole different group.
That'll work.
I'm not sure it'll work.
They are really... Listen, people who curse that much cannot be that smart.
But we don't know that the two meatheads, of course, but But
that's all
woman,
you need. You just
no, this lady seems much more intelligent.
Way too put together.
Yeah, but there's only one of her. You need, like, 5 smart ladies with 5 guns to take Carol out. You guys are really fucking underestimating here. Carol's
no, I don't mean to underestimate Carol. I just think the fact that we've seen her the playing dumb trick work already. If it works, I don't think it will be as effective as it has worked in the past.
See, I think John is A, overestimating Carol, and B, underestimating the Saviors.
Yeah, I don't think he's overestimating Carol. I don't think.
No, I'm not.
He's not.
Really not.
I think I'm just really super paranoid. Like, you've seen me in these past weeks.
We know somebody's going.
I'm on the fucking edge of my seat every fucking episode.
We know. Like,
I think it's going to be Maggie, quite frankly.
I know, and it's like, I don't want it. I don't want anybody.
I don't think it's going to be Carol this time. Carol's got more story for them to tell, so it's probably not going to be Carol.
She's just too fucking badass.
Yeah. She'll catch the bat and just be like, no.
Like, Maggie's sweet and all, but, like, honestly, besides being a compliment to Glenn at this point, what purpose does she serve?
She's being groomed to be, like, the political head of Alexandria.
Yeah.
Which we know how well that went for Deanna.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know. I think my theory is this, is that, in the preview we saw them actually get captured, they get bags thrown over their heads, they're, tied down to chairs. And it's at that point where Carol's going to have, like, a friggin' switchblade hidden in her wrist. And just.
So she's Wolverine now?
Yeah, I don't know. She's got, like a friggin' cooking knife somewhere.
Just cracks him over the head with a bottle of cooking sherry.
Don't ask me how. She's going to do it.
She's going to do it. I think they're going to make the mistake of leaving her alone in a room. And then she's going to do something ridiculous, get out and murder people.
Or walk her somewhere with one escort.
I'm not even putting this in the envelope this time. I'm just going to say it. Okay. What I think is the group's going to rush to fucking save them, and they already are going to have saved themselves. That's how confident I am in my opinion here.
Okay.
And I think they're going to have everything under control. Everyone's going to show up and be like, are you okay? They're like, yeah, where have you been? Maggie, I'll never leave you again. Okay. And then they immediately
You
leave
did
each
her
other
voice
again.
perfectly, by the way.
I know.
I couldn't even tell that you weren't Lauren Cohan.
I'm not.
Well, I've never seen you and Lauren Cohan in the same place at the same time, so I can't be sure.
We cannot be
Tom, I
sure.
think you should really shut up. We're gonna get in trouble from Scott Pinkle.
So, so one last thing
But
I have to talk
the
about.
thing, hold on, the thing with Carol is she's bitching at Maggie for being out in the thing preggers, but she doesn't say anything to Tara.
Tara's not pregnant.
Girls don't make girls pregnant. That's not how it works.
No,
No.
maybe she had a side thing going with Abraham. I mean, he gets around.
All right, collect yourself. One last thing I have to talk about. What the fuck is Morgan building in his basement?
I wish we didn't find out it was Morgan. I wish it just left us with some guy like welding shit in the basement of somewhere, and we're like, who is this guy?
Well, I think, and I don't know why. I have no reason to think this. I think he's building a jail, like it's
Like
meant
he
to
had,
be.
yeah.
But I don't know why. Does he want to put Rick in there?
Carol, maybe.
But you see, I don't think he sees Carol like that anymore. He doesn't see Carol as that kind of threat. I think he looks at Rick and sees him as a threat to life.
I don't. I do think it's a jail. I will say that.
Yeah.
In fact, I kind of know, but I can't tell you why I know that it's a jail.
Comics.
Yeah. But the more important thing is that he's crying about it.
Was he crying?
And yeah, he was crying.
Maybe he's gonna lock himself in it.
That's what I was thinking. Like, is this like what he experienced with what's his name, the guy who trained him?
Yeah.
His mentor.
Maybe it's like his default. Like he feels safe in there. Like if he locks himself in.
Lock himself up.
Yeah.
And like I'm not part of this anymore, so I have to ostracize myself from this community because clearly my goals are not aligned with them.
Well, the jail to him, what it was he.
What it was.
What it was it kept him from killing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stop killing. Sorry.
I don't.
Can't stop,
I
won't
just don't
stop.
think that he's. I think he's still in a place where he's not going to kill people.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't. If he locks himself up, that would be why. The only reason I could see Morgan lock himself up is if he's afraid he's going to murder someone. But I don't think he's there.
Well, my first thought was like, is he building a weapon of something, like a bladed staff, because he wants to kill things now and he's upset about that. I don't know.
I don't know either.
It
was just a very brief, very ominous thing.
I just wish they left it ambiguous and like didn't show that it was Morgan. Like, yeah, it's cool that we know he's building something, whatever. But I would have just loved to see this metal welder down in the basement with no knowledge of who it is and everybody going nuts like, oh my god, who is this guy?
Yeah.
You know?
That'd be a fun mystery box.
Yeah.
But the only thing that gave it away, I think, is because you saw like a metal frame in the shot behind him.
Yeah.
Which was clearly a door, like a metal door frame.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be a jail cell.
Yep.
Unless he has another wolf somewhere he wants to throw in a jail cell.
Maybe it's for Negan.
Or maybe he's building it for Rick to say, here, you don't have to kill them, you could throw them in this. Maybe he still doesn't want to give up on negotiating.
Yeah, it could be for Negan.
I guess we'll find out.
I'm gonna go with himself though.
Yeah.
Just warning you now, there's going to be a whole season of Negan doing bad things to people.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Bye, Glenn.
It's going to be a long time.
If Glenn doesn't die this season, next season.
Next episode. the same boat. Two different groups leave Alexandria on supply runs while both are concerned with the future of the community. Immediate danger will derail them. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Trains.
Obviously. Because that doesn't sound like the preview we got at the end of the episode. The whole thing with Carol and Maggie. That does not sound like the same episode. So I have no idea.
Walking Dead does a really good job of showing you like one clip that's so out there that has nothing to do with the whole rest of the episode. It's literally like the first 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
they do that on Talking Dead. They'll show you like a scene and you're like, okay, this is exactly like it's right about where the last episode left off. So this is what the episode's going to be like. And then you find out it's like the first like minute and a half of the episode and then it goes in a completely different direction.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe John's right. And those four, it seemed like there were 4 people holding Maggie and Carol. Maybe that they won't pose a threat at all.
Maybe.
So, yeah, that's next week. If anybody has anything else to say, now's your time.
No?
Nope.
John, where can the people find you?
You can find me knowing more things about the show than I should. No more on Twitter.
Yeah, just stop it.
I'll try.
Dom, where can they find you?
You can find me not knowing more things at Phenomedom. PHENOMEDOM.
You can find me at Cliomoto on Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest. And you can find all of us at ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, YouTube. Follow us for some more podcasts from some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and video games. Until next time, bye-bye. Bun, 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 bun.
Oh.
Bun, 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 bun.
I want some acorns.
It's a bunny.
Can that bunny get me acorns?
Happy Easter.
Can we paint acorns instead of eggs?
Sure. Actually, that'd be pretty. I'd like to do that.